enjoy that meal. All right. Certainly hope you enjoyed the fun 4-game set between the Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Cool Serpientes purple unis, they're even better when they're on a human being and playing baseball. Did you like the unis?
I like them. They look good.
Okay, good. I need to get a Serpientes hat, I think. That thing is awesome. The team split the 4-game set. That included Friday's 14-11 Dodgers win. You had Lourdes Gurriel. He hit a grand slam in the early going, erasing an early Dodger lead. What does he do? He celebrates by, putting his hands in the air. And then eventually it gets to 11-11, and Shohei comes up in the 9th inning. And what does he do? He hits a homer, and he puts up his, and everybody's like, oh, look at him. He's tossing the bat. He's doing the Lourdes Gurriel thing. He's mocking him. Well, here's what Shohei's skipper had to say afterward.
He's, between him and Barry Bonds, that's the two best players I've ever seen. I play with Barry, but what Shohei does in the clutch, I've never seen anything like what he does in the clutch.
Is that hyperbole, or do you think that Dave Roberts is on the mark?
No, I mean, if you really think about, the two people that people really talk about, best players of all time, Barry Bonds always gets mentioned, because of what he's done. Go look at the stats. It's crazy. And then obviously you have the PED stuff with him. So it's interesting. But Shohei, who I call the most talented baseball player that's ever played the game of baseball. I don't think there's even really a discussion about it. I think those two kind of do align. I mean, what Shohei does on the field now, his hitting stats are never going to be what Barry's were over a long run of time. At least I don't think they are. Maybe they'll get there. I don't know. But he certainly does feel like he's inevitable in situations, like he's going to get the job done. And then he puts up these massive series, massive games, and he's just so fun to watch. You just can't say enough about Shohei. And I also don't think he was mocking Gurriel at all. I don't think
you don't.
I don't, because I don't think he I don't know him as a person. I don't think he is spiteful like that. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's in the dugout. He's like, I'm going to get that dude. To me, it seems like he's kind of focused on his own thing. And I've seen him put his hands up like that before. I really don't think he was mocking Gurriel.
Okay.
Do you?
I kind of wish he was. I think it would add another layer to this whole thing. This is a bit of fun
though?
No, I think that felt more like a natural reaction than anything. I do. I presented it in the VO as, he's mocking Lourdes Gurriel. I don't really know if he is or isn't.
A lot of people were saying that.
Huh. Yet now I don't know. The more I look at it, it looked like just a natural reaction. You tell me. I can't imagine that you're sitting there in the batter's box thinking, boy, if I click this guy and give us
I would, yes, no, 100%. There were times where I would have loved to do that and probably have thought of doing it. You have to go execute as well, by the way. You can't just think about it. You got to go hit the homer. So, I'm petty enough to do that. I just don't think Shohei cares enough.
That might have been my favorite thing you've ever said on the show. I'm petty enough to have done it, but I don't know if I could have done it.
Yeah, you got to do it. That makes sense. I don't know.
Oh, that is great. Man, we have this conversation. It feels like every few months. The first 6 weeks of the season, I was like, what has Shohei done? And then you sit down and you look at his stats. Only Judge has got a higher OPS. What is he, top 5-ish in homers? He's second in triples. He's got almost 25 extra base hits. I don't know if he's the greatest clutch player. That's all I can tell you is for people that didn't sit through the prime Barry Bonds years and watch every at bat like I tried to on a nightly basis, you watched it because you wanted to see the one pitch he was going to get thrown maybe an at bat or perhaps a night if he was going to obliterate it. And then when he did, you were like, I cannot believe it. I don't feel that way with Shohei because there are times where he's, ass out, lumbering the other batter's box.
Barry was never like that.
Never.
Yeah, I agree.
Never.
With you there.
He was just in here tight, and he would keep balls fair that other guys couldn't, and he'd hit it 400 feet.
Yeah, his hands were always tied to his body. I guess in the game of baseball, clutch situation up in the 9th, who is the guy that pitchers don't want to see in the box? And I think Judge is a great answer for that. Don't want to see Judge because he can clip you to any part of the park. But I think him and Shohei you can get both of them. Like, I don't know if they're the right answer. They're probably the two best hitters in the league, but I don't know if they're the right answer for like who pitchers are scared of the most, because I think a guy that doesn't strike out is probably one.
I think Shohei's teammate would be more
Freddie Freeman.
Yes. In fact, I wanted to talk a little bit about him. He had 7 hits in this 4-game series. He went 4 for 4 on Mother's Day, and many of us know about the story about Freddie Freeman. Lost her as a teenager. It's the reason he wears long sleeves, regardless of if it's 1 billion degrees outside, because of skin cancer, and making sure he talks to people at first base about it. I mean, his numbers, what did he go? He felt like he went 2 weeks without playing almost this year, and he is crushing the baseball. Dude, he's under 600 hits away from, is he under 600 or 700? Let me see here. He's less than 700 hits away from 3,000. And he told us on Dugout Discussions that is a big, big part of this whole thing.
That's huge. I mean, 3,000 hits is crazy. No, I don't know. He is like, the professional hitter. In those situations, I don't think it's him either, to be honest with you. I love Freddie and what he's done. I'm trying to think of like the one guy. I think I've said Soto before because, he can get on base with the best of them. I guess leave a comment. Who's like the person you don't want to see in those situations? It doesn't have to be a Shohei or a Judge. I think those are obviously scary at bats, but I think guys think there's some holes there. They can get some swing and miss from both of those guys.
Do you know what you know what question's going to get asked by the consumers out here, our followers? What time of year is it? May or October? No,
talking October. Is like Alex
that.
Bregman the guy? Like, is he someone?
No, I mean, Bregman's got a sub 800 OPS in October, which is, I mean, it's like 790 or something, which is great when you think about what sort of pitching you're facing in October.
Who's the scariest hitter in clutch situations in baseball right now? Bobby
Dan, I smell a graphic. And you know what? Do a little research. Throw a name, but also come with your research. You have things at your disposal. This little interweb thing can help you out instantly.
The answer is probably Aaron Judge. I don't know.
I think right now, based on what he does, he's got more 3-hit games this year than 0-hit games.
That's insane.
I think we're asking, game on the line in the 9th inning, who do you want up there right now? I think that's it.
Jordan obviously has not played well this year, but he's a name that you got to have in the conversation.
Mm-hmm. That's a great one. I think we hit up most of them, right? Freddie, Shohei, Judge, Jordan's a great addition there, and Soto. I don't know if you're missing. Are we missing an obvious one? Corey Seager.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good hitters. I'm just in those situations. I rely on like more contact, more on base. They can still slug a little bit. Strikeouts got to be down. I don't know.
And who'd you say? Altuve. This is a good list. Let's go. Everybody, let's do this. Let's go for it. Oh!